Warramee, Warramee. Yeah, that's g'day in frickin' Durrow. That's the local Sydney language. Now, why am I filming a turd? Well, we're talking about taking a shit in the forest, right? So I wanted to get real. Now, take a look around. Do you see any wipeably soft leaves here? Or do you just see heaps and heaps of super dupes, spiky grass? A whole bunch of sand and not much else, okay? What other trees we got around here? We got some spiky leaves over here. We've got some more spiky leaves here. Do they look like something soft that you're going to wipe your tuchus with? Yeah? Also, fun word, bungadeen. That means your asshole in the Durrow language. Thanks to Paddy Gorang, a young Indigenous lady who sat down with, I think it was William Dawes, and they wrote down the Durrow language. So what do you do when you're taking a shit in the forest? Well, one of the things, if you can get to a spot where you can dig up, you dig up. And you might use your feet to dig that spot, yeah? Or you might use your hands, or you might use a stick. Or you can do what the kangaroo did here, and just kind of leave it on top of everything. Now, of course, we don't have the ability like the kangaroo to make a perfectly dried scat. So, now I might just dig up a patch here with my little stick. But my little stick is pretty tiny, and I'm doing this one-handed. Ordinarily, you might want to use a stick that's at least a foot long and thicker than your thumb. But you get yourself a nice big hole. And what you've done here is you've created a pile of talcum powder. You see this here? That's going to be your toilet paper. Yeah, that's right. So you're going to rub your little tuchus with that stuff at the end of taking your little dump. And as you're doing that, it sprinkles all on top of your turd so that the flies don't come along. All right? Now, fortunately, this sand here is kind of beige, but other places it might be a bit more black. So you might end up with a little bit of a black stain on your ass for a little bit of a time. Now, when you can, get yourself to some water. So you found yourself some water, but it's not much, is it? It's more of just a seep. And in an area like this, a seep is going to be your only drinking source. So the last thing you want to do is contaminate your drinking source with your shitty ass. And you think, oh, I'll go over here, right? There's a little bit more water. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much water it is. Stop cleaning your asshole in the streams. Or maybe you think, oh, there's a little bit of water down here in this wet soil here. I'll use that. But then you're going to have a wet, sticky, sandy ass. Whereas if you just use dry sand, all the shitty bits flake away. No problem. Another thing you can do is you can grab a whole bunch of this grass here and you push it all together. Now you've got some sort of a toilet paper and you can scrub yourself with that to at least get the bits of sand off you now. Or if you're a smart monkey, right, and you haven't just gone for a random ass walk with no supplies, you might have actually had yourself a water tank. So you've got a whole bunch of water and you can wash yourself with that. And if you're really smart, you might have yourself one of these pump shower things. Because these are bloody deluxe. Look at that. You can set it to all different settings and stuff too. Ooh, fancy. Give yourself a real good wash. Freaking cleanest bungadeen you ever seen. Shout out to these boys. Well done. Nice product. Sponsor me. Or maybe all you've got is a little water bottle. But that'll make the difference. Now you might think that you can get yourself some nice soap going with a bit of soap wattle or maybe coral fern, the soap fern. There's a lot of different roots of different plants, things that you use for fish poison, which are also basically soap. But of course, if you're in desert country, surrounded by sand, the last thing you want to do is put soap in your water. Because water is so scarce, you'll die if you do that. So you're just going to have to tolerate walking around with sand on your ass. Eventually it will fall off, and I tell you, like I said, it'll be the smoothest bungadeen you ever seen. Crazy. Anyway, folks, that's Yarnu from me, and that's another little Durrow word, means goodbye. So peace out, have yourselves a lovely time, and happy wiping.